Hey everyone, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over the new Bath & Body Works and Disney Princess collab. So I picked up all 6 of the scents that came in this collab. They've got a full body care set as well as accessories, candles, candle pedestals, this really big like carriage looking thing. They've got just about everything in this collection. It's so pretty. It's so princessy. Like they nailed the look of this collection too. It's just so Disney princess. Like I love it. I'm obsessed. But like I said, I picked up all of the princess scents, so all 6 different scents. We're gonna go over those with you guys. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. Now, before I dive like right into all of the scents, I just picked these up in store today, less than like 20 minutes ago. I just got home from picking these up. So I've not had a chance to like really smell them, play around with them, anything like that. So this is very much a first impressions, just gonna be like spraying them on my sleeve and going sort of a thing. And I also don't have any fragrance on this shirt right now. So it's literally just going to be the scents. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the first scent. So the first scent we're gonna go over is Jasmine. And I did pick up minis in all of these scents because the scent notes on all of them, I was kind of iffy. You know, they're very flower focused, very floral, but I've heard good things about them. So like I said, I just wanted to pick up the minis so I could kind of smell them for you guys, test them out for myself. So this one has notes of sparkling jasmine flower, jeweled currants, and soft woods. And if you guys know anything about me, it's that for like one of the few florals I enjoy, I love jasmine. Like I'm not a floral person in general, but jasmine is like, it might be my favorite floral. If not, then it's definitely like top 3. It's just so pretty. It's so up my alley. Not like an in-your-face weird type of floral, but also before I even get into spraying it, like, isn't this just so pretty? I love all of the details, and these are just the mini bottles. The full-size bottles are even more gorgeous. Like, oh my goodness. I definitely want some of the full-size bottles, even if I don't love the scents, just for like collection purposes, because they're stunning. So like I said, this is the first one. This is Jasmine, and we're just gonna go ahead and give that a good smell. This probably looks real odd. Okay, it's giving me luminous, like from the currant. I definitely get a lot of luminous here. Let's do in the cap. I know sometimes the smell like dissipates a little bit more on clothes, or it'll be more concentrated in the cap. But it's almost like it's like a softer version of luminous to my nose. I'm using luminous in my current winter project to use it up, so I'm very familiar with it at this point. But I definitely get those currants. I can't say I get jasmine. Like I'm really sniffing in there, and I'm not getting that floweriness. It's pretty. Like I do really like this one. It is very, very nice. It's not exactly what I was anticipating. I thought, again, I mean, it's jasmine. I thought it'd be a little bit more like jasmine forward with like a hint of the currant in the background. But like, I don't know, like I said, to my nose, it just smells like a mellower version of luminous. Luminous is fine. It's not my favorite scent, so that makes this one fine and not my favorite scent. It's really pretty, but if I were to get, you know, the full size of anything, it would not be of this one. And then up next we have Tiana, and this one has notes of delicate water lily, gilded amber, and shimmering bayou woods. So this is one, just scent notes alone, probably does not sound like something right up my alley, but we'll go ahead and spray that one right here. That's really pretty. Okay, that's that's very pretty. Okay, it's soft. This one's definitely not like in your face by any means. And I can't say I get like a distinctive note from it. It just smells very perfumey, a little sweet, not like a gourmand sweet or anything like that, but like the floral has a little sweetness to it. Okay, that one's pretty. I do really like that one. I definitely prefer this over Jasmine, just straight up, you know, smelling them right out of the caps. This is very pretty. Is it something I need like a full size of? Definitely not. Of all the princesses, you know, Tiana's not my absolute favorite. I do love Princess and the Frog, the Shadow Man. I love his song. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite Disney songs right there is the Friends on the Other Side song. It's a jam. That's a good song. I love Disney. Let's a quick Disney tangent. I'm a Disney girl. Like, I've never been to the parks, but I've always loved the Disney movies. I love a good musical, and the songs in most of the Disney movies are very, very good, especially the princess movies. Princess and the Frog has some of the best songs. Like, I can't think of a single song in that movie that isn't just like a jam. They're all so good. But all of that aside, scent-wise, this is really nice. Again, not like a full size, not a full collection, not a need for me necessarily. But like, it's really pretty and something like I will fly through this bottle. And then up next we have Ariel, and this one has notes of sea salt breeze, golden citrus, and coral waters. So it sounds like it's gonna be a very aquatic scent, which makes sense with Ariel. You know, she's a mermaid. So that one totally tracks. We're gonna do that right down here, right at the wrist. And it smells very clean. Almost like clean laundry. Interesting. Okay, sprayed that, missed the cap completely, sprayed right on my hand. That's pretty. It's very aquatic, but a clean, almost like a clean laundry aquatic. I don't necessarily get like a citrus in it. It just smells very clean. This is gonna be a really nice summer scent, honestly. It almost gives me, so my nose isn't the best at picking up differences in aquatic scents. I'm definitely a gourmand girly, and then we've got some florals, some fruities in there, but like aquatic scents, they all kind of smell the same to me. So to me, I get Underwater Oasis, I get Endless Sea, what's that one? Saltwater Breeze. Those all smell very similar to me. So it's definitely giving that kind of a vibe, just with a little bit of like a clean laundry in the beginning. I will say now that I've smelled it more, it just smells like straight aquatic scent to me. So very pretty. Again, not exactly in my wheelhouse for what I typically go for, but very pretty nonetheless. And then so up next we have Moana, which is my sister's favorite princess. She loves Moana. She loves the Moana movie. It's her absolute favorite. This one has notes of lush green palms, plumeria breeze, and coconut water. So it sounds like it's gonna be like a tropical, coconutty, you know, your typical tropical kind of scent, maybe a little bit more leafy, I guess. I don't know the best way to describe what I'm thinking, but it sounds like it's going to be a very tropical summertime type of scent. We're just gonna go ahead and do that there. Okay, it gives me, just on smelling right there, it smells similar to Bahamas passion fruit and banana flower. So we're gonna just spray it in the cap again. It's a very light coconut water scent. Sorry if you can hear the wind. It's very, very windy out today. We just had a snowstorm this past weekend, and now we're getting a couple days of just like really, really cold, really, really windy. So if you hear the wind, I do apologize. Obviously, I can do nothing about it. It's the wind. But this one, it smells it's a very light scent. Again, similar to where Tiana was a very, very light scent. This one is incredibly light. But it just smells like a tropical flower, not like a neroli, but just like a generic tropical flower plus coconut water. So it's pretty. Honestly, I do like this one. It's, to me, not necessarily like the most special, unique kind of a scent. It's very pretty for what it is. And I'm sure if you're a floral person and you smell each one of these, you pick out the florals you like and you find like the more special aspects of it. But because my nose isn't that attuned to the different florals, it is just kind of like more generic to me. But that coconut gives it like a pretty tropical vibe. Like, I feel like this is gonna be really nice in the summer when you want to smell just like It gives a little bit more put together than like, you know, your typical coconut pineapple, vanilla coconut, bare vanilla splash, all of those like typical fruity coconut types of scents. It's definitely more sophisticated, more put together than those. But regardless, this is very pretty. If it were a little bit stronger or maybe had just like another note to kind of amp it up a little bit, I would love it more, but as is, it's very pretty. So then up next we have Cinderella, and this one has notes of gardenia petals, enchanting musk, and sapphire blue amber. So again, this one could kind of go either way. I'm just gonna forego spraying it on my clothes. I'm not really getting enough off of my clothes to be able to get a good judgment for you guys. Oh, okay, that is flowery, my goodness. That gardenia just kicks you right in the face. It's pretty, like that's a pretty scent, but it's, wow, that is gardenia. I don't really get, I said there was amber in this, right? I don't really get an amber or really a musk necessarily. Maybe there's like a sweet undertone to the gardenia, but it is gardenia. Like, oh my goodness, if you do not like the white florals or any floral for that matter, you just don't even bother. Do not bother with this one. It is so flowery, but it's pretty. Like, honestly, again, florals aren't my typical kind of thing. I prefer gourmands, fruity scents, stuff like that. This is pretty. This is something I would definitely wear. I would use this entire bottle and then move on. Like, it's not something I need like a full size or anything else. So far, from what I've smelled, I can't say I want a full size in any of these. They're pretty. It's a fun collection. It's fun, you know, just something a little bit different. Disney princesses, you know, they're a thing. They're a big thing. So it's very fun, and like the marketing for it and the packaging and everything is really fun. But scent-wise, so far, none of them are things where I'm like, I need more sort of a thing. This one is pretty, but because it's so flowery, like the other florals had notes that kind of mellowed them out a bit. This one, it's like, it's just so flowery. Oh my goodness. So this is definitely not a favorite. Like, I will use it and I will finish this bottle, but past that, like, if you don't like gardenia, you will not like this. All right, and so moving on to the final princess, we have Belle, and Belle is my favorite Disney princess, like hands down. No one is better than Belle. I've always loved her. I've always loved Beauty and the Beast. She is my favorite princess. So this is one, regardless of how it smells, I will be picking up a full size to have it for collection purposes. Even if I never touch the bottle, I will be purchasing that one because she's my absolute favorite. This one has notes of rose petals, sparkling buttercup, and whipped vanilla. And before I even get into smelling this, I did see a comment on, I think it was a community post that I posted the other day, asking if it had any resemblance to whipped rose and vanilla. So I went ahead and grabbed that so we can do a little side-by-side comparison. But first, we'll go ahead and just get into the actual scent of this one. I have very high hopes for it. I feel like it's gonna just smell really good. Fingers crossed. So we're just gonna go ahead and try that. Ooh, yep. I see what they mean. I see how people could say it smells like whipped rose and vanilla. You get that kind of sweet undertone for the rose where it's not so in your face, so mature smelling. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it, like how Sweet Petal Pound Cake has that like candied rose quality to it. Whipped rose and vanilla has that whipped sweet rose. This is a sweet rose. And it's very pretty. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, because I have to for science purposes, you know? So we've got whipped rose and vanilla in this one, and then Belle in this one. Okay, I can see the similarities. They are not the same scent by any means. This one is definitely sweeter, richer, more leaning gourmand, but not actually gourmand. This one is a floral, first and foremost, but it's got that sweetness in it that makes the rose more tolerable. It's still not something where I'd say it's like my favorite scent by any means, but of the collection, I think this one is my favorite. because of the sweetness of the rose. That makes it just better. Like, whereas with Cinderella, it was just pure gardenia, like I didn't get anything else. This one, the rose is almost in the background, and those sweeter notes kind of overpower, kind of mellow out the rose itself, making it very, very pretty. So, okay, I do really like this one. This is one I could actually see myself not only purchasing the full size for collection purposes, but actually using a full size mist, because it's really pretty, honestly. Again, not like my favorite mist, I have to have it like the best of the best or anything, but it is really pretty. And in the collection, this one is best, hands down. I'm not even gonna bother ranking the rest of them because I know this one's best, and then probably Cinderella would be worst, and then everyone else is just kind of somewhere in the middle. This one's really pretty. So yeah, definitely like this one. All right, so while we're here, I figure I'll also just go over this sweet carrot cake because my store finally came out with like their Easter scents, and I've been patiently waiting for this one to come in stock. So this is like the only remotely gourmand related thing that they're releasing this time of year, other than, you know, like strawberry pound cake around Valentine's. Okay, that's good. That's really good. I will say, to my nose, it's like just a spiced cake. Like, it could be a pumpkin spice cake, or it could just be a spiced cake. Like, it doesn't necessarily, like, there's nothing that makes me think carrot cake necessarily. So it's like, I'm thrilled with this. It smells really, really good. This is, oh, wait a second. That dried down a little bit and got weird. Okay. Hold up. When it dries down, you get more of that cream cheese frosting. I wasn't anticipating that, so I went to smell it again, and it had like a creamy cream cheesiness to it that really threw me off. But it's, oh gosh, that reminds me of something. It's gonna bother me. Is it Confetti Doris? Doris, I don't know how to pronounce it, by Le Monde Gourmand. I think that's what it is, where it almost has like, this is the worst descriptor, an essence of Play-Doh in it. Or just like the sweetness kind of, I don't know, it's got a shift to it. Apparently I'm experiencing a lot of emotions with this scent, so just bear with me. It's like, it smelled like a pumpkin spice cake and then cream cheese frosting, and now we've got like a hint of Play-Doh. I don't know where we're going with this. This is an exciting ride. But ultimately, it does smell good. Like in the final settlement of the scent, it gives me, again, Confetti Doris. I still don't know how to pronounce that, from Le Monde Gourmand. It's like their cakey one, like they're just like strictly cake one. It smells really good, honestly. This would pair beautifully with that. With like a spicy overtone. Like it's, we're gonna break it down real quick. It's Play-Doh, cream cheese frosting, spice cake. But it all like works. And I know saying it's got a hint of Play-Doh makes it sound like it's not gonna work, but that's just also, my brain can't quite like latch on to exactly the descriptor I'm looking for, and Play-Doh is the closest I can come up with. I don't know, I'm sorry if that's not very helpful, but this does smell good. Like, don't let that deter you. Definitely go in store and smell it first, because like I said, it's got that like Play-Doh-y, it's got that like pumpkin spiciness in the opening, but then as it mellows out, you're really gonna need to smell it to know if it's something you specifically like. I personally do like the way that this dries down, but it's such an odd shift that like if you don't smell it yourself, you cannot physically prepare yourself for the odd shift until you like actually experience it. Ultimately, this is very pretty. I do like this one. Is it something like Daffodil Daydreams where I'm gonna buy 6 of it? No, I've got this one bottle. My curiosity just, you know, got the best of me. I figured it out. It's a nice scent, not like the best of the best, but very intriguing. Like that shift really caught me off guard. All right, so those are all of my thoughts on the new Disney Princess Bath & Body Works collection. I want to hear from you guys. Have you picked up anything from the collection? Does your favorite princess match up with your favorite scent in the collection? Are you skipping altogether, just not feeling it? Have you picked up anything so far? Let me know down below because I love hearing from you guys. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave me a like and a comment below. And I will see you guys next time.